Welcome back. Here we got another one. Angus. Angus has been neglected for some time, and it's time to give him the respect that he needs. What do you mean by that there, Christopher? Well, I got a road trip here planned in a couple days, and, well, Angus hasn't really had a road trip in, I don't know, probably a year, something like that. I haven't really driven him because I've been driving all the other projects, so I figured, why not? It's a good, reliable truck. It's gotten me from point A to point B, and it gets good fuel mileage, so do it up, Buttercup, is what we're going to do. So today's video, going to get Angus out of hibernation here and, you know, just get it road ready again for a 1,000-mile road trip, I guess. All right, so if you don't know, Angus is my 1981 Chevrolet C10 LS swapped. We got BMW rims on it. Yes, I know. Quick walk around. We did interior on it. We still got to do a bunch of stuff at some point. I got the bucket seats in here. Got the center console, and you know, we got the Dakota Digital Cruise, and we got a topper, and you know, it's full of junk because it's just been sitting here getting filled up with junk for a while. We did, you know, lots and lots of just random stuff going on here. All in all, though, it's not a bad cleanup. It's pretty good, actually. So we're gonna get underneath the hood here. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to do some pressure washing, I think, maybe. I don't know. Don't know. I do know what I want to get done with this is the fundamentals. I want to go through and check out all the fluids, the vitals, give it an oil change. Get all that crap out of the back, vacuum it out, make it clean, you know, because we gotta road trip this thing. So let's start by giving it an oil change, I guess, and see where it goes. Okay, extreme oil change is now complete. It was pretty black coming out of there. Little concerned on the magnet that I have in the drain plug was kind of catching a bunch of stuff. I don't know, it's not knocking or anything. So we'll just ignore it, and it blows up, put another motor in it. It's not like we haven't done it twice already. So I'm gonna go with this high mileage 1030. Why? Well, it's because it's what I had on the shelf and it was free. Cooler out earlier, but now it's freaking hot. If I remember right, I think this takes, I don't know, 6 quarts. We still got the truck oil pan on it. Maybe it's 7. We'll start with 5 and see what it does. Open the cap to check out the coolant. Kind of exploded everywhere. So I guess it's got coolant in it. So now that we got 5 quarts in, let's fire this thing up. See what it does. Hopefully oil pressure comes up. Which I don't know why it wouldn't. Oh yeah. 40 pounds. Little preventative maintenance here too. Got the grease gun out, got the lower ball joints done. Gonna sneak in here, get the uppers. They look like they're doable. And then I'm gonna try to find any other little zerts that need to be greased up. I don't think there's very many. I think it's just the upper lower ball joints and then the tie rod ends. But if I find some more, I'm gonna zinc lube them up. Zinc them up. Yeah, lube them up. All right, a few hours later, I got all the back of this thing all cleaned out. I also did get all those Zert fittings all lubed up. It only was the 6. So what else now? Well, I'm thinking. So this driver's side topper's got a piece of plexiglass inside of it. It had these little wood things in here to kind of hold them up. Well, they're rotten. They're not there anymore. I do have this thing though, so maybe we can build in something, jam it in there. Now, I know that's not pressure treated. It's going to end up just like this, but have you seen the rest of the truck? I have. It's not good. So I think I'm going to work on that for a minute. It would appear that I have broken the plexiglass trying to get it in there just right, even though I ended up getting those sides in there perfect, but the plexiglass wasn't having it. So what are we doing? Yeah. I figured I need about 8 of them to get through the window here. I'm just snagging them off of my stockpile that I got in the back there. And we'll just make sure that they're glued in, I guess. I mean, what else are you gonna do? I think that'll work. Gonna figure out some kind of a brace on the back side of it and zip some screws in, I think, from this side, but I don't know. I think all in all, I think that'll work out pretty well. Well, no board. I just used some landscape adhesive and put it in there, and I'll let that dry. I think overall work out pretty good. See how that does. And if I lose any license plates, I guess I'll just have to buy some more. Darn it. So while I was at it, I ended up putting this Blaine GMC plate on the front. I think it looked pretty good. And also, I guess while that's drying, let's check out the lights, because we want to make sure we got lights on this beast. Okay. You ready? Headlights. Yes. Right. Yes. Blinkers. Are they working up here? I can't tell. Sweet. What about the other side? Working. Let's move you to the back and we'll check out the brake lights. Okay, blinker's working. What about brake lights? Are they working? Should have been working. Everything else is working. All right, light check complete. So in extreme fashion here at Twostallgarage, got a multimeter on the hood. I want to make sure that the alternator is actually putting out above 12.6 volts. If it is, it's charging the battery. Although weak at that range, it's still charging the battery. Really, anything above 13 is really what you want, but we're gonna test that out. Also, I did go ahead and buy some pylon wiper blades because they were $3.99 a piece at Ollie's. They're 19-inch ones. Those are 18s. Hopefully they fit. I think they will. But first and foremost, let's test out that alternator. With the engine running, go ahead and get yourself Harbor Freight multimeter and DCV. One of those ranges will work. Flip it on. You know, you got color coded colors. Okay, don't scratch the paint. Today's wiper install is brought to you by Founders All Day IPA. Have you ever had an IPA that is all day, such as Founders All Day IPA? I have. It's crisp, drinkability, smooth session IPA, citrusy, crisp, refreshing. It's very good. 4.7, 42 IBU. If you don't know what that is, do you even drink beer? It's like I'm chewing on hops. I love it. Anyway, I never had these pylon wipers. Says they're easy install and all season. Well, we're in one of those seasons, that's all. I think. It just comes with the wiper blade. All right, that's good. Usually they have clips, you gotta adapt them, but if I remember correctly, these are just the pull-ons, push-ons. Yeah, push pulls. I don't know. Yeah, if we gotta reuse that clip again, we will. Now your wiper blade's got to be replaced like every, they say 6 months, and these ones are going on 2 years. Well, how come you're not going in there? It's a good thing I don't work at Advance or O'Reilly's. I have to do wiper installs because I'd suck at it. Because it's not doing a thing. It's not doing a thing. Are you supposed to like do more? What's going on there? It's not going in the thing with the other thing. I don't understand why. It is because it's a different setup. The one majigger is square ported. The other one's like weird Tetrisy. I can just have wipers that work. Well, got to pause it there with Angus. Got to get back working on this 94 Caprice here. Almost done with it. Sneak peek. I don't know when this video is going to come out versus that one, but either way, I'm plugging away. Well, as you can see here, I'm talking, but the words aren't matching up to what I'm saying. I hit the road. I had to get some heater going. I jumper wired my hot side of my battery to the blower motor, and we got some heat going. And we are progressing northbound. We're leaving through going towards Indiana, heading through Kentucky, cooking along. I think I was probably almost 100 miles into this journey at this point and just plugging along. Everything was going good with Angus. No issues. And stopped and got gas here very shortly, but we ended up going through this little fog bank here, coming across the river. So pretty neat. Well, made a stop here. And That's what I got wired up, had wired up. I just unplugged it because it's getting kind of warm in the truck, but not bad. Quick walk around, nothing wrong with no heat, no nothing. Oil's good, coolant's good, and we're just checking things over. By the way, these turned out really nice. They're pretty solid, haven't moved, so I'm really liking that. I'm glad I did that. All right, looks like we use 7.3 gallons roughly. Have to figure out mileage here in a second. I want to clean the windows off because they've been bothering me. So not the greatest. We went 116 miles since I filled up, and we are use 7.3 gallons, so definitely not the greatest. We're looking at like 15.89 miles per gallon. That should slightly improve here because now we're going to be mostly highway. I don't know, but I haven't exactly been going, you know, right at the speedo limit that is there. I've just been keeping up with the flow of traffic like you need to. So we'll see if we can make some improvements, but we got a big brick of a truck, so all right, back on the road. Mustang and 300. I wonder if they're racing. They kind of look like it. Kind of do. Anyway, here we go. So as I started rolling towards Indy, you can see that we have this shelf cloud rolling in. We're gonna hit a thunderstorm. Yeah, it was pretty well raining, but truck was doing well. Oil pressure was up. Temp stayed there about 160, 180 in between there. Charging, didn't really use too much fuel, and yeah, just progressing away. Traffic wasn't too bad here on this Friday afternoon or Friday morning. And here's Indy starting into the rain. Kept up this windmill truck. That was pretty neat, but it was raining pretty good. Finally let up when we got north of Indy, about Noblesville area, somewhere in there. Well, another pit stop. We're at Love's, because I loves it. Got 168 miles. We put 8.8 gallons of fuel in it. We're getting about 19 miles per gallon now. So back on the road we go, no issues. So let's get it, girl. There it is, Grand Sales and Surplus. I guess we always just knew it as Granville Surplus because we're in Granville, right next to the CS6 main line. Yeah. Yep, so let's go check this place out. You know, electrical stuff up the yazoo. All right, I got a bunch of stuff, and I spent $132.25. Definitely a good place where you can get stuff. I'll sort this out when I get to my mom's house here and show you what I got. fuel stop. I don't think we're $1.12. The truck's all loaded up with stuff for Mom's. No, stuff I don't need, but here it is. Just kind of been driving today. It's been a very relaxing drive. Saw a lot of people this weekend. Kind of put the phone down. Need that every so often. But yeah. So let's see all the goodies that I got from Granville Surplus. I'll go through those here when I get home. About 12.25 gallons. Dial back on the road. We got a stiff south wind coming at us on the highway. So my MPGs went down to 14.5 miles per gallon. It's okay. It's all right. Still got about another 180 miles to go. You guys might remember this little area. Maybe, maybe not. It's where the Impala broke down on Power Tour a couple years ago. We had stopped here and got stuck in Columbus, Indiana. Seems to be the Mecca. I'm constantly here for some reason. But we're good with Angus, so let's get back on the highway. Ooh, a lot of bugs. A lot of bugs. Well, next day, and as you can see, you know, Angus is back home. No issues. Just over 1,000 miles, 1,085 to be exact, is what we ended up putting on this thing here in a few days. So, not bad. Let's do a quick once over. I'll show you those parts and we'll end it off here. So you just saw all the bug guts that were on the front. Yeah, really gross. Gonna be ready for a bath. Front wheels, I thought they'd be a little bit worse off than what they are. We're starting to get some splitting going on there. It's all right, those need to be changed out anyway. No major things happening. It did feel like the rear end had like a weird slip to it, a limited diff slip or something, I don't know. But I'll have to look at that here and see what's up, but didn't really cause any issues. And yeah, the back is just full of stuff that I had to bring home. But other than that, you know, we're all good. Let's pop up the hood here. Alright, brake fluid still seems to be where it was at. No new chewed up wires or anything like that, or fan thing is still hanging out where it is. I didn't even check the oil after, well, any of the times, to be honest. I just figured it was good after day one because it's never had an issue. Oh yeah, we're still nice and overfull, to be honest. So that's good. good. Coolant, we still got coolant. Hopefully we got coolant. Oh yeah, still got coolant in there. That's good. Belt looks all right. Cool. So, what's the point in this? Well, this is a 1981 C10 and I just road tripped it like it was nothing. You can too. Yeah, I got an LS in it, but that doesn't explain the rest of it and how old it is. I mean, of course we didn't have air conditioner, so that's wing windows. But you too, you can road trip your old vehicle. Don't be afraid on it, especially if you do power tours. Go. You know, just do some preventative maintenance, I guess. You know, I'm preaching to the choir. You guys have watched me long enough do all this stuff, so I'm going to pull out my parts that I got here, and we'll go through those, show you what I got. All right, so this is all the stuff that I got. I got myself a couple different cables, some positives and negatives, with the different ends on them here. You know, you never know what you're going to need here. Tried to get matching, so if I got one, I got the other, so I have them. I did get some of these little battery terminals for top mounted. They seem to work really well to do for something like this, or to do a conversion from top post, side post kind of thing. You know, cheap, $1.99. These were $1.99 as well, these cables. Shorter ones were $4.99. This long one was $3.99 with an end, so seemed to be these were a little bit more expensive, but they come in handy. This little container, $6.99 for all these little random odds and ends, little connectors and clips, and you know, you name it. It's just an assortment thing going on here. They had a bunch of grab bag stuff. So this bag, you could see we got some spark plug holder wire things in here for $5. Some spark plug, I guess, to build our own wires if you wanted to. We got like a battery side post thing, some fuses. Let's see, some smoke cigarette thing, lighter, majigger. Got some other wire. I think it's a toggle switch that's in there. I got some flashers in this one. Looks like a battery hold down. Some sockets. They look like GM sockets and like fuse blocks. So another toggle switch. All that was $5, so not bad. Speaking of switches, I like toggle switches just to have them on the shelf because you never know when you're going to need them for projects. So they had an assortment of them. I just grabbed a couple random ones. Then they had another assortment of light bulbs for $3, and you just never know when you're going to need light bulbs. So some 2057s, I got the 1895s, 1134s. You know, we got some of this weird stuff. It's more for a boat, but dielectric grease that's in there too. Couldn't go wrong for $3. Got some of the 194As, 168s, and some other kind of bulbs in there. So not bad. Got ourselves another little grab bag here for $5. Another bunch of wires, old school fuses, battery acid tester, you know, some loom is in here, couple end connectors with some fuses on it. Those are really what caught my eye because I really could use a lot of those. Got another flasher in here. Another looks like a, I don't know, some kind of a 4-pin connector, pin out thing. Some vacuum caps are in there. You know, whatever, you know. This looks like a angled female plug, whatever, some kind of something, but it's all good. So $5 for that as well. Hose clamps, you never know when you're going to need some more hose clamps. I kind of ran out my bigger ones, so these ones have the slots in them. I'm kind of iffy on them, so I only purchased a handful of them, about $1 a piece. You know, and they're the stainless steel. They're nice, they feel good quality, and that's really what I'm after. If you've gone after any of those lately, you know that a big assortment's like $15, and that doesn't even give you all those giant ones. Some random fuel filters. I don't know how these are going to do. They're actually in the lawnmower section, but they look just like the ones that I usually use anyway, so grab those. And probably the best thing is I got two 13-foot strips of this weather stripping, brand and new, and this fits in these door seals. Now I did go through and I changed this one out with that exact stuff. It's been holding up well. I mean, there's no, I cut it a little small, but it seals up very well. The Suburban needs the new seals on it, so $20 I got new seals. If you try to go buy those from LKQ or whatever, you're spending quite a bit of money. So not bad. I wish they had more of those. I would have bought them all, but unfortunately this had the two. So maybe you're wondering why I just went through and shared all that stuff. Well, it's because you can see I have this little cubby hole that's up here that's pretty well depleted now. This is going to fill it up. I got my wire selection there, which I got my boxes of wires that are down here. And my light selection, I got miscellaneous car bulbs up here. And all sorts of stuff on the shelf here, fuses and random odds and ends. You don't know what you're going to need until you need it at 11 o'clock at night and the parts store is not open for you to go get it. And then when it's finally opened up, you might end up spending 4 times the amount of what it was. They had relays there, and I'm thinking about it now. I should have picked up some relays, but I'm actually pretty well stocked up on relays. But the relays there were about $3 a piece. Last time I had to buy a brand new one from O'Reilly's, it was close to $17. So it nickels and dimes you all the time. And if you have the kind of opportunities to go to those little stores, go to the thrift stores, go to Ollie's, go to swap meets, just spend a couple bucks here and there. Have a stockpile of stuff. You know, you're gonna have what you need eventually. It's not gonna be overnight, but you'll collect it. It's kind of like hoarding, but good stuff. Because all that stuff I got is new old stock. I mean, it's old stock, but I play with old cars, so it works out just well. And that was how the last video, we were able to do $0 into Hunter. We were just able to get him done with what we had. So with that, I think I'm going to end it off here. Angus, 1,180, or what was it, 1,085 mile road trip. Get out there, have fun, drive them. That's what they're meant to do. Why do I have a big hair up here? Oh, just the way the light was, I guess. I don't know. But thanks everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment below, and we will see you on the next one. Peace. Later. Whatever they say. See ya.